सर देख के लग रहा है कि वो मारा है। सोचो तो पापा भी इसको नहीं किया ना।
हाँ हमको पता
मम्मी भी है तो वो बहुत गुस्सा आ जाता है।
गुस्सा क्यों?
इसे घर में कुछ होता नहीं है। वो सर अर्नब मुझसे रोज पूछता है कि आपको क्लास खाने के लिए मना नहीं करता।
वो सटल चीज है। सटल मतलब
वो बोले थे पिछले समय बोले थे कि खाने का कुछ भी मोड्स होते हैं। मैं घर वालों से पूछा, घर वाले बोले कि घर वाले बोले कि ये राक्षस के खाने का तरीका था, इसके लिए इसको स्टार्ट कर दिया सर। वो वाला सबसे लास्ट वाला
अभी नहीं डिस्कस की। Good evening, class. Shreya, Mayank. Is it audible? क्या हुआ?
म्यूट है
म्यूट है क्या?
म्यूट।
अच्छा, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Mayank? Mayank?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, आज फिजिक्स का क्लास ज्यादा लंबा चला है. Do you want me to have short class? या कुछ बच्चे बोल रहे थे.
No, sir.
यार ओके, नॉर्मल क्लास करेंगे 8 बजे तक.
Yes, sir.
मयंक आप? मयंक जी
आपको भी होना पड़ेगा।
Yes, sir.
आप पिछले क्लास नहीं आए थे ना? कंटिन्यूटी.
Yes, sir.
यस मतलब आया या नहीं आया?
नहीं आया था.
ठीक है.
मैसेज में लेट से देखा था.
हाँ.
मैसेज लेट से देखा था.
मैसेज क्या शेड्यूल तो है. आपके लिए, सिर्फ आपके लिए मैं फिर रिवाइज कर रहा हूँ कंटिन्यूटी का कॉन्सेप्ट.
बस दो ही बच्चे हैं सर.
LHL इक्वल टू RHL. ये आपको याद है ना? लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट, राइट हैंड लिमिट. इफ दिस बिकम्स इक्वल टू द वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एट x इक्वल टू a इक्वल टू राइट हैंड लिमिट एट x इक्वल टू a and equal to the value of function at a. ये होने से we say that the function is continuous. है ना? This much is clear, Mayank?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. उसके बाद we discuss some very important properties. Pratyush will tell what are the properties. If we have two functions f and g, if both are continuous, then all the algebraic operations involving both plus minus into divided by. See, if this is also continuous and this is also continuous, then all such operations will also be giving rise to a continuous function. ये एक प्रॉपर्टी है. ठीक है, समझ में आया मयंक?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, वो आप सिर्फ आपके लिए मैं सब रिपीट कर. Only for you. If f is continuous and g is discontinuous, then this will be discontinuous. Okay? प्लस माइनस डिस्कंटिन्यूटी. लेकिन ये दोनों we cannot directly conclude. we cannot directly conclude. कान खाना ऑफ कर दो, ये डोर भी क्लोज कर। नहीं 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 नहीं। Third point is we discussed that all functions like sin x, cos x, e power x, polynomial 2n plus 1th root, so on and so forth. All these functions are continuous over R. And then we discussed that some other functions are continuous in specified domains. Okay, इतना डिस्कस किया मैं क्लास टाइम, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो लास्ट क्लास में मैं 2 क्वेश्चन दिया था। उसमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था f of x is a function which is defined as, एक second, actually I asked everyone to try it at home. I don't know if anyone did it. I think no one did because उसके बाद ये एग्जाम था permutation problem. अच्छा, I'm very happy with the exam. First time performance of maths is so good. Everyone got above 40, almost everyone. Very good performance. All of you are becoming intelligent by the day. इस चीज का कंटिन्यूटी डिस्कस करना है। ओके, कैन समवन टेल मी द सॉल्यूशन? व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दिस? जल्दी बताएं। If we finish this part, we have to start the theorems today. Many important theorems to discuss.
Discontinuous at 1.
आंसर नहीं चाहिए, सॉल्यूशन सॉल्यूशन। LHL लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट चेक करना है। व्हाट इज द लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट?
LHL is 2.
Yeah, limit extends to 1 minus x square minus 1 by x minus 1. This is equal to 2, which is also equal to f of 1. Now right hand limit extends to 1 plus, ये थोड़ा बड़ा है, e into x whole power 1 by x square minus 1. Okay, what is the value of this?
This is of the form 1 power infinity, so it will have value e to the power half.
This is of the form 1 power infinity ना? Limit extends to 1, क्या होगा? ln e into this 1. Okay, 1 होगा, 1 power, good. So this can be written as e power 1 by x square minus 1 into limit extends to 1 plus ln of e x. Do you agree? E to the power, this is e power. Does everyone agree? कुछ गलती नहीं है ना इसमें?
So सिर्फ ln x होगा -1.
Why? अच्छा अच्छा, f of x minus 1 ना? यही है ना? Because formula was limit extends to a g of x into f of x minus 1. This was the formula ना? 1 power infinity का, है ना? Correct, na Shreya?
Yes, sir.
So see, ln of ex is nothing but 1 plus ln x. Okay. So that means ln x minus 1 is nothing but ln x. So can I write this as limit? Sorry. I am just using the exponential function. एग्जाम में कभी कभी ऐसे भी लिखते हैं. Okay. This becomes exponential function extends to 1 plus ln x by x square minus 1. Okay. Now this is in 0 by 0 form. है ना? Is it in 0 by 0 form?
Yes. Then again we can write like x minus 1 tends to 0. And then
Yeah, x minus 1 tends to 0. So x minus 1 plus 1 लिख सकते हो. और you can use your favorite L'Hospital rule. करने से ऊपर 1 by x होगा, नीचे 2x होगा, है ना? If you want, you can use L'Hospital. So this becomes limit x tends to 1 plus 1 by x, and here it is 2x. So now you can directly substitute the value. It becomes, so answer is exponent power half or e power half. So even though this is a finite value, we are clearly able to see that LHL is equal to function value, but is not equal to RHL. Hence, f is discontinuous at x equal to. ठीक है? Everyone is clear with this? Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the second question? Anyone has any doubt in this? No doubts? Can we go ahead? You have some doubt, Vaishnavi? Now the second one is, second one, can you tell me second question क्या था?
Good evening, sir.
हाँ, good evening. Second question क्या था? I think it was something like
x cube plus x square into mod x plus sin x minus plus sin x.
So it should be sin x.
Sin
अच्छा sir. Sin x.
minus e to the power minus x.
Okay. So what is
Plus
the answer of this?
Sir, plus pi.
Yeah. What is the answer to this? See, answer is, can I say that these are all individual functions which are easy to digest? See, the other things might be looking little complicated, but if you break the question down in terms of the individual functions, these are all functions, na? Even though they are multiplying or adding. See, this is a polynomial function which is always continuous. This is continuous for all r. X square is continuous for all r. Mod x is, what about mod x? Continuous at all r. Sin x continuous at all r. E power minus x continuous at all r. Pi is anyway constant, so it is also continuous at all r. So the combination of all of this will also be continuous for all r. Hence this function is continuous at all r. These were the two questions we discussed the other day. You guys understood?
Yes, sir.
We'll do one more question and then we'll move on to the theorems in continuity, and then we'll finish continuity. Okay. Okay, try this question. Just try for 2 minutes, and then we'll go to the next. This is fractional part of Excel.
सर ये स्टेटमेंट सही होता है?
हाँ।
यही होता है? होगा ये क्या
होता
सबसे ज्यादा सबसे छोटा इंटीजर जो
ग्रेटेस्ट मींस बिगेस्ट greatest integer just lesser than that number. Greatest integer function means the greatest integer just lesser. See, greatest मतलब 4 का 3 है, just lesser than or equal to 4 लेकिन minus 1.5 इसका minus 1.5 क्या है? हाँ
होगा 1.9 का यही है
minus
1 एक सेकंड माइनस 1.5 का माइनस होगा ना
नहीं
माइनस 2 जो उससे छोटा है ना
या
तो सर अभी ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर आप बोले बड़ा
greatest integer just lesser than or equal to that number. Greatest integer function is it gives output as the greatest integer.
4.1 का कितना
4.1 का what is the greatest integer
closest
don't
which
say
is
closest,
less to
which is lesser than or equal to 4 no
तो 1.5 का lesser than or equal to lesser than or equal to 1 minus
greatest integer lesser than or equal to 1.1 greatest
minus 1.5 का
minus 1.5 what is the greatest integer lesser than or equal to
अच्छा वो minus 2 अच्छा
समझ गए ना आंसर
It is continuous at x equal to 4.
wait yes what is your answer
It is continuous.
For all x belongs to R. Huh?
At x equal to 4.
Why x into 4? You have to discuss its continuity. Why only at 4? What about all other points? You have to check everywhere, na? I told discuss its continuity. Not just at 4 everywhere. You have to see discuss its continuity means important thing is where it is. See, आप तो आपका बोर्ड एग्जाम में भी आते ना ये क्वेश्चन. Where is it continuous and where is it discontinuous? This is your discussion on continuity. बोर्ड एग्जाम में भी यही लिखना होता है ना. Discuss continuity मतलब you have to show where it is continuous, where it is discontinuous. है ना श्रेया?
Yes, sir.
अविक क्या है?
आंसर नहीं आया अभी तो।
So psi 2n by 0 ही होगा.
In fact, sin by 0.
Yes, that is continuous in all R. For all R.
Discontinuous for all are.
Continuous for all R.
That
क्या है? गुस्सा है. Yeah, this is not right answer. Okay.
लता पिता रूल नहीं लगा सकते.
लगा सकते हैं, but it should be in 0 by 0 or infinite में.
0 by 0 करो.
और कोई? Mayank है कुछ? Riya, you have any answer?
No, sir.
What is your answer?
I said no, sir.
No answer.
थोड़ा इजी क्वेश्चन भी मिल जाएगा.
करके फायदा नहीं. Easy question. This is not difficult question. Okay. Solution. Let us go one step at a time. Calculus में you should always be very relaxed. Go step by step and be very strong in the definitions. Then you will not make a mistake anywhere. Okay. First of all, let us analyze this part. Does anyone want to make any comment about this?
0 by 0 फॉर्म नहीं. लेकिन फिर एक बार डिफरेंशिएट करें सर तो हमारा.
देखते हैं. Anyone wants to comment anything about this?
Zero by zero form is never possible.
0 by 0 form is never possible. That is okay. Basically, denominator is never equal to 0, na? So, ठीक है, that is good only. See, there is something more important, very, very important. See, calculus, very misleading. Concepts are very easy, but application is very beautiful. See, numerator देखिए. Is it a composite function? Is it of the form f of g of x?
Yes.
Where g of x is pi x square and f of x is sin x. Can I say that f of x equal to sin x and g of x is equal to pi x square? इस फॉर्म में है ना, ये composite function है.
sin x अच्छा ठीक.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I am telling one more property. If f is continuous and G is also continuous. Then f of G or f circle G. You know, this is called f circle G.
Cos g of x.
Yeah, f of G. This is continuous in the defined domain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you mean by defined domain? Remember, the range of G should be equal to the domain of f. We'll discuss this in functions if you have any doubt. So if f is continuous and G is also continuous, then the composite function is also continuous. So can I tell that the entire numerator is continuous?
I captain. Yes, sir.
कुछ doubt है?
No, sir. सर फिर से बोलिए.
न्यूमरेटर कंटिन्यूस होगा ना मयूख? कॉम्पोजिट फॉर्म में है ना अभी जो प्रॉपर्टी लिखा उसी फॉर्म में है ना?
Yes, sir. You are saying that the numerator and denominator both are continuous, so that the whole function will be.
That we wrote in last class also, but now I wrote a new property which I did not write in the last class. If f is continuous and G is continuous, then f circle G is also continuous. Okay. Actually, it is not very hard to understand if you think about it, because inside f you are putting another function. See, because g of x is continuous, for different values of x, the values of g are also smooth, and those smooth values are inputted into f, and since f is also continuous, the output is also something continuous. Or even if you're not understanding, at least this point you understand. Remember that if f is continuous, G is continuous, then f circle G is also continuous. ठीक है?
What is
What is
circle?
circle means, that's what I told. No?
Yeah.
Circle means same thing. F circle G is same as f of G of x. ठीक है?
Okay.
I'm sorry, we did not do functions topic. When we do functions, I will discuss its properties. What do you guys want to say about the denominator? थोड़ा जल्दी बताया ना please.
Zero नहीं होगा. कभी 2 नहीं होगा.
ठीक है. One thing Shreya told, it is never zero. That is fine. Anyone else want to say something about its continuity?
Continuous है.
It is also always continuous.
Always continuous ना. इतना time क्यों ले रहे? 2 constant है minus into cos of pi x. Same चीज है ना फिर. This is also always continuous. Get it? मतलब this is in this form only. F by G, where F is always continuous, G is always continuous. है ना?
Yes, sir.
So the whole thing is continuous. Hence, sine of pi x square by 2 minus cos pi x is continuous for all x belongs to R. Anyone has any doubt? Mayuk?
No, sir.
Okay. Avingshu, ठीक है? वो अविंशु नहीं है क्या आज? Fine. What about the next part? Next part पढ़ा एक बार.
Sir, fractional part of x is sine pi by 2 x. Fractional part of x into sine pi by 2 x divided by x square plus x plus 1.
Yeah, please comment on this quickly.
Never a 0 by 0 form. क्या ही
Okay, never equal to 0. First comment Pratyush told. Very good. Next. Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi.
fractional part of x equals to x minus
नेवर इक्वल टू 0 आपका 0 होगा तो
ये कभी 0 नहीं होते ना मयूख. See, x square plus x plus 1
नहीं
is
सर मेरा मत अच्छा आप डिनोमिनेटर का बात मैं पूरा फंक्शन का बात कर रहा हूँ.
yeah, this is x square plus half plus 3 by 4. Remember, it is always positive.
Yeah.
We dealt with it a lot in complex numbers also. Anyway, so this is always positive and it is a polynomial. So
Continuous.
for all x belongs to R. खत्म.
ऊपर वाला लेकिन नहीं है.
साइड रख दो. ऊपर में आ जाए.
ये नहीं है.
ऊपर में दो फंक्शन है. अभी इसके बारे में देखते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस डील sin pi by 2x. इसके बारे में आप लोग क्या बोलने जाते हैं? हाँ, दिस इज आल्सो कंटिन्यूअस फॉर ऑल x belongs to R. सिंपल. ठीक है. कुछ डाउट है किसी का?
नो सर.
Sin pi by 2 into x. It is continuous for all x belongs to R ना. Okay. Now तीसरा चीज, last thing you have to check is fractional part of x.
So it is continuous.
Yeah. What about this?
It is continuous at every integer.
Very good. Discontinuous for all x belongs to z. Okay. Now if you remember in the last class I told we should check discontinuity at two places. This is not a hard and fast rule, but it is something to help you. What are the two places where definition of function changes?
Point of continuity.
Yeah. And the other is where, anyone remembers?
Yes.
Where function is discontinuous.
Yeah, one of the involved functions. Involved functions is discontinuous. Where one of the involved functions is discontinuous. Okay. So see, please note one thing very clearly. This is also continuous. This is continuous for all x belongs to R minus integers. ये आपको क्लियर होना चाहिए. ये पॉइंट क्लियर होने से आपका अंदर बहुत सारा डर कम हो जाएगा. This is also continuous everywhere. Only at integers it is discontinuous. So what does it mean? It means you have only few points to analyze. बहुत कम चीजें जो आपको चेक करना है. Okay. इसका डेफिनेशन क्या था? Less than or equal to 4. अच्छा. ये था क्वेश्चन. Okay. So see, this function is defined for the domain 0 to 4 included. How many integers are there from 0 to 4? 5 integers. So if we are able to check for these 5 integers, then then khatam. So let us just check about check its continuity. We need to discuss its continuity at these 5 integers. Okay. Okay. First of all, at
0.
Yeah. If you guys help me, we can go through it quickly. At x equal to 0. What is the left hand limit?
0 minus. ये हो जाएगा -1.
लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट जल्दी बताएं.
-1 का लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट तो सर.
Okay, one Pratyush is telling -1.
सर वो तो GIF होता है.
See, I am asking what can you comment on the left hand limit here? जल्दी बताएं.
So limit x tends to 0 minus.
हाँ.
0 by 1. 0 होगा सर.
Yes, it is 0.
Okay, I am asking
0.
discuss its continuity. Left hand limit 0 होगा क्या?
हाँ.
क्यों?
सर ऊपर sin 0 आ रहा है. नीचे 1 आ रहा है.
See, first of all, if you remember very clearly, we did one question in last class. Does anyone remember the question we did with sine inverse x? What did we discuss in that question? We said that because the domain is not defined only, after x equal to 1 we don't have to check it now. Similarly here, before x is 0, for x limit x tends to 0 minus, the domain is not defined. Domain is not defined.
Limit does not exist.
So what should we conclude from here?
LHL does not exist.
LHL does not exist बोलना चाहिए. No.
For
LHS need not be considered. You remember that is what we said. LHL need not be considered. क्योंकि वहाँ defined ही नहीं है function. Do you guys remember this?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember we did one question ना? Sin inverse x limit x tends to क्या था 1. This question we did in first class, limits. There we said the RHL is not defined. In RHL, domain is not defined. Do you remember? याद है आप लोगों को? याद है क्या अविक?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, at x equal to 0, f of 0 कितना होगा? 0. ठीक है, ज्यादा टाइम नहीं स्पेंड करने के यहाँ. राइट हैंड लिमिट, right hand limit, see fractional part of some very small number na, some h, which is going to be h, never bothered about that, but sine of pi by 2 into some very small number, so this entire thing will tend to 0.
Yes, sir.
And denominator is anyway positive, so therefore right hand limit will be
0.
From here what can we conclude?
Continuous at 0.
Very good, continuous at x.
So लेकिन LHL तो नहीं है.
नहीं है तो जरूरत नहीं ना, वही बोला, need not be considered.
LHL हो ना हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
नहीं है, हो ना हो क्या, it is not there ना, it does not exist. When it exists then you can verify.
मैं बोला does not exist, हम बोले ये नहीं बोल सकते.
क्या?
अभी मैं बोला does not exist, हम बोले ये नहीं बोल सकते.
नहीं, does not exist का different meaning है. When do you say limit does not exist? When it is tending to
LHL
exist.
is not equal to 1.
This is not, limit is not existing. It is the domain itself is not. मतलब आप एग्जाम में गलती नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप एग्जाम लिखा नहीं वैसे.
मतलब इस टाइप से ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस केसेस आता है जब RHL का डोमेन नहीं हो.
तब चेक करने का जरूरत नहीं. See, can you do the remaining or do you want me to do?
कर भी लीजिए उतना कर लो.
ठीक है.
नहीं वन है, हो गया.
अच्छा चलो, what we'll do, we'll just divide quickly. I'll divide, I'll tell who should do what, you just check me. Shreya, you check at x equal to 1, okay? Avik, you check at x equal to 2. Riya, you check at x equal to 3. Mayuk, you check at x equal to 4. Richa 1, Ajay 2, Mayank 3, Vaishnavi 4, Ajay 1, Oishi 2, Amisha 3. लाटा पीटा बोल लाटा पीटा कौन रखा है?
जो ही रखा है बस यार.
ठीक है, जो भी है. You check 4.
सर यार विज्ञान
चेक करो ना, x equal to 4 में चेक करो जल्दी.
लोग तो कर रहे हैं सर.
अरे we should verify. सबको याद है ना what you're supposed to check?
यस सर.
मैं चेक करेंगे तो फिर 10 मिनट चला जाएगा.
लाता पीता तो एग्जिस्ट है.
Who is लाता पीता? नीचे अविंशु है क्या?
Sir, it's Lapita.
नहीं, some user is here with लाता पीता.
लेकिन सही है, बहुत सही. लाभ लिमिट एक्सटेंड्स टू 4. Zero.
You're doing left hand or right hand? ठीक से देखो.
नहीं सर, ये चीटिंग है सर।
सर it is continuous at x is equal to 4.
बोला था सर। सर दिख रहा है सर, ये यहाँ पे 4 होगा, ये
राइट
0
हैंड
आएगा।
लिमिट
सर वो भी 0 होगा, यहाँ पे 4 लाएंगे।
कैसे? राइट हैंड लिमिट 0
साइन n पाई क्या होगा सर? n पाई बाई 2।
राइट हैंड लिमिट कौन सा डेफिनेशन यूज किया? ये यूज करना है ना
सर, ये करना है ना, आप ये करना बोले ना।
हाँ, लेकिन व्हेन x is 4 पॉजिटिव डोमेन फंक्शन ये होगा ना। हाँ। क्या मयूख? Continuous at 4.
Yes sir, continuous at 4 and the value is 0.
Okay, I'll ask you some questions. For the right hand limit at x equal to 4, what is the definition of function you used?
Sir, the second one.
No, wait, I'm asking Mayuk. At x equal to 4, what is the definition you used for right hand limit?
Sir, I took limit x tends to 4 plus.
हाँ, उसके
Then,
बाद fractional
so
part x.
fractional part. The fractional part.
गलत है ना? See, when x is greater than 4, then this is the definition of the function. है ना? अरे, when it is greater than 4, then your function definition changes ना?
सर फिर भी सर, हाँ सर, पर फिर भी वो 0 ही आएगा क्योंकि वो n sin n पाई हो जाएगा।
वो ठीक है, but at least you should do it the right way. इस आंसर का बारे में पूछ रहा। You got your mistake or not?
Yes sir.
Yes, Vaishnavi, what you're telling?
Sir, I was telling the same thing.
Okay. Did you use two different functions or same function?
Sir, different.
No,
Good. What did you get?
Sir, actually, I did not do 4 minus, but I know I have to use the other one. But for 4 plus, I'll use the second one and I got a 0.
Okay. So do 4 minus. बाकी लोग अभी 2 में, श्रेया 1 में
0
0 ये क्या आंसर? कंटिन्यूस है नहीं कंटिन्यूस? बताओ 0 किसको चाहिए? कौन 0 है? हाँ, 0 का क्या मतलब? इज इट कंटिन्यूस और डिसकंटिन्यूस एट x इक्वल टू 2? ठीक है, सोच के बताओ। श्रेया, एट x इक्वल टू 1?
Discontinuous at x equal to 1. LHL is 1 by 3, RHL is 2 by 3.
Wait. LHL is 1 by 3 and RHL is? RHL is? Huh?
2 by 3.
Okay. And value of function is? 0 na? 0 na?
0, 0, 0.
Good. Next. 2 में कौन है? Havik. Oish is also there na for 2. बताओ, at x equal to 2 कौन है 2 में? रिया, मयंक, अच्छा कोई किया x equal to 2? करो x equal to 2
पे भी करो सर। अरे तो क्या है सर? 2 पे तो होगा 0 ही सर। नहीं,
आप करो साफ से
0।
हाँ, anyone has any answers at x equal to 2, x equal to 3?
2 बोले सर। 2 माइनस पे क्या होगा? 2 माइनस sin pi by 2 minus positive ही रहेगा।
सर एट x इक्वल्स टू 2 मेरा सर 1 आ रहा है आंसर और कंटिन्यूअस।
एट x इक्वल टू 2 लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट कितना आया?
लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट आया सर 1 ही आ रहा है सर।
अच्छा, राइट हैंड लिमिट?
राइट हैंड लिमिट से मेरा कुछ गलत लग रहा है सर।
तो चेक करो ना, पहले चेक करके उसके बाद आंसर बताओ।
सर 0 ही आ रहा है।
ठीक है सर।
sin पाई कितना होता है? -0 ही होता है सर।
sin पाई 0 हो
Zero ही
गया।
होता है सर, 0 ही आ रहा है। 2 minus 2 plus 0
0
गलत है।
2 minus माइनस में
सर और क्या करना है बोले? 3 में ये 0 ही होगा ना सर?
आप कुछ गलत किया आज है, ये लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट विल बी 0।
सर ये यही से
अविक क्या है आपका? अविक?
अरे ये खतरनाक है सर।
अरे अविक एक छोटा चीज नहीं किया अभी तक। अविक 10। अविक?
यस सर, कुछ गलती हो रहा है मेरा सर।
ओके, तो दैट मींस आई विल डू इट।
1 मिनट 3 हो रहा है सर। प्लीज
क्या गलत? कहाँ? लेफ्ट हैंड में या राइट हैंड में? यही है ना?
3 पे भी 0 आ रहा है सर।
हाँ, 2 मिनट रुकिए। यही है ना अविक?
यस सर।
See, 2 minus. What is fractional part of this? I want a good answer. At limit extends to 2 minus, what is fractional part of this?
0 2 minus बहुत कम हुआ 2 से।
अरे, tell me the answer. Vaishnavi, you tell me what is limit extends to 2 minus fractional part of x? हाँ?
Sir, we have to take like 0.99999, so we can take it as 0.
Were you there in the limits class? Shreya, you tell me what is limit extends to 2 minus fractional part of x? 1. What is this? I told now, how can you tell 0.999? Did I tell that limit value is not some approximate value? It is equal to something. I told this now, Vaishnavi, in that class. You were there that class?
Yes, sir.
See, this will be fractional part of 1.9999. What does it mean? Which value is it tending to? Fractional part is tending to 1. Huh?
2.
Fractional part.
1.
1 ना? ठीक है. Next, sin pi by 2. 2 minus में क्या होगा? Something close to sin pi. This is something positive. So this is always 0.
तो आ रहा है सर।
तो लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट इज 0 आ जाए। गलत आंसर दिया आप। लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट 0 है, ठीक है। वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन इज ऑलवेज 0। राइट हैंड लिमिट आप लोग बताइए, राइट हैंड लिमिट क्या है?
वो भी 0 ही आ रहा है।
हाँ, सी फ्रैक्शन पार्ट इटसेल्फ इज 0 ना, 2 प्लस के लिए तो खत्म।
हाँ सर, तो sin पाई वो भी तो 0 ही होगा नीचे।
देयरफॉर इट इज कंटीन्यूअस। नेक्स्ट x इक्वल टू 3 में बताओ।
सर x इक्वल टू 3 माइनस पे आ रहा है √3 by 26।
√3 कहाँ से आ गया? 3 पाई बाय 2 कितना? 3 पाई बाय 2 कितना है? व्हाट इज 3 पाई बाय 2 मीन?
sin 60 का नेगेटिव
म्यूट कर दो। थ्री पाई बाय 2 270 तो sin 270
-1
कहाँ से ये सब बात है? अरे किसका था x इक्वल टू 3? किसका? मयंक आपका था ना? पता नहीं।
यस सर।
हाँ, आंसर पता ना यस किसको? फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट क्या होगा? 1 होगा। 3 माइनस sin 3 पाई बाय 2 मतलब लगभग -1 और नीचे कुछ बड़ा चीज आएगा 9 + 3 + 1 13
13.
-1/13 तो हो गया ना. This is not continuous. Why? Because we know that f of 3 is equal to 0. At every integer the value of function is 0 because fractional part this will always be 0 na for all x belongs to integers, remember. So anyway this will be 0 and this is -1/13, therefore this is not continuous. Okay, so what is the answer of this question?
Continuous at all integers except for 3
And
4
4 9.
minus infinity.
Find a solution. क्या है? What is the answer of this question?
Minus infinity is 0 union 4 से minus single and 3.
Continuous, sir, is continuous at 1, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3.
Good. Does the function is only
So ये answer.
discontinuous at 1,3.
1 भी discontinuous है क्या?
I am not discontinuous. इसलिए साफ करने के लिए
सर मैं 1 नहीं किया, 4 करने बोले, 2 करने बोले, 3 करने.
See, does anyone have doubts? किसी को कुछ डाउट है कि इसमें? Amisha Giri, you're able to follow? Oishi? Huh? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone has any doubt? No one has any doubt. Everyone is comfortable. If not comfortable, at least you understood the solution. Okay, should we do one more question or should we go to the next part of continuity? Tell me some opinion. Should we do more questions or are you feeling we can
Sir,
go? What?
More questions.
Okay. Avik, और क्वेश्चन करना है?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा ठीक है, फाइन. Okay, write down this question. Analyze the continuity. Analyze the continuity of f of x equal to step x plus sin x over r. Analyze the continuity of f(x) equal to step x plus sin x over r. ठीक है?
सर इससे पहले अगर आप लोग ये चीज समझा दें x
See, some of you are uncomfortable with step x, fractional part of x. If you are uncomfortable, you listen. If you are comfortable, then please solve the question. Okay. Here, one boy is asking, what is the meaning of step x? See, step x is known as greatest integer function. The greatest integer function. Okay. Its definition is it is the greatest integer lesser than or equal to x. Okay, for example, 2.7. What is the value of x? बताओ, आपके लिए बोल रहे थे.
2.
नहीं, x is 2.7. So what is the greatest integer which is lesser than 2.7? Because 2.7 is not equal to any integer. So what is the greatest integer just lesser than it? 2. Okay.
2.
Okay. 5. What is the greatest integer function of 5?
5.
What is the
5.
greatest integer just lesser than or equal? But since 5 itself is an integer, therefore the answer is 5. Okay. Now the problem comes when we enter into the negative territory. Step of minus 1.3. See, what is the greatest integer lesser than minus 1.3? If you remember from your school, this is how the number line looks. So lesser than minus 1 means it should be 2 minus. Okay. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
So if this is a definition of greatest integer function, then the definition of fractional part. Fractional part is defined as fractional part of x is equal to x minus step x. Very important. मतलब उस number से, for example, fractional part of 2.7 is 2.7 minus step of 2.7.
0.7.
Yeah, which is 2.7 minus इसका step कितना? 2, which is equal to 0.7. फिर नेगेटिव में थोड़ा सावधान रहना पड़ेगा. Minus 1.7, which is minus 1.7 minus of minus 2, which is equal to 2 minus 1.7 equal to 0. Be careful. See, यहाँ fractional part है 0.7, लेकिन यहाँ fractional part है 0.2. Okay. And further, the graph of step x looks something like this. Step x का graph ऐसा होता है. At x equal to 0, step x is 0. Then after that, it is nothing but a straight line. Starting from here till 1. But at 1, step of 1 is no more 0. It is equal to 1. Step of 1, ये 0, ये 1 पे. Step of 1 तो 1 होता है, तो यहाँ फिर काला करके ऐसे कुछ. But again at 2, step of 2 is equal to 2. So इसका value 2 होना चाहिए. Now this is where the name step comes from. If you see carefully, the graph looks like a step. सीढ़ी जैसा है ना. Please note यहाँ कुछ define है. At this function, step of 1 is equal to 1. Similarly,
तो ये भी हर integer पे discontinuous है.
Yeah, very good observation. So here this boy is, Prithvi is telling, you can clearly see that it is discontinuous. Discontinuous at every integer. Okay.
सर
हाँ बताओ.
सर इसका आंसर क्या डिसकंटिन्यूअस एट इंटीजर्स होगा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At all integers.
यस सर.
Okay. बाकी लोग.
हाँ सर. 0.1 का इंटीजर क्या होगा?
फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट का ग्राफ ऐसे कर सकते. ठीक है.
सर हर इंटीजर पे सर ये डिसकंटिन्यूअस होगा पूरा का पूरा ये
लेट्स सी
सर गर्मी हैंडल नहीं हो पा रही रखा होगा
x-axis or y equal to 0. So this is the graph of y equal to fractional part of x. Very important, you can note two things. First notice, you can see that fractional part of x belongs to close 0 to open 1. And second thing, it is discontinuous. Right? All integer. Okay. आपके लिए डिस्कस किया.
ओके समझ गया.
Okay. If someone did not know, then you can note all this now.
COVID-19
कौन है ये सब?
पता नहीं अरेंज करके दे दूंगा.
किसका नाम है? Okay, so did anyone get the answer for this? Mayuk has one answer.
Discontinuous at all integers.
Good, that is the correct answer. Discontinuous at all integers. What is the reason? बाकी सब जगह step x is also continuous ना, remember. Step x is only discontinuous at integers. Therefore, the combination is also discontinuous at integers. Simple. किसी को doubt नहीं है ना इस question में? Okay. Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
More questions or theory? We'll do theory because I wanted to end class little early. Can we start the theory? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is something very, very important what we're going to discuss. बहुत important है. Some of these theorems you're already using without knowing that they're theorems of continuity. Okay. The important theorems in continuity. See, after the theorem finishes, you will be telling, sir, ये तो बहुत obvious है, but still exam में नहीं करते बच्चे. That's why and these are all important theorems. Okay. First, theorem 1. Okay, should we start?
Yes, sir.
देखो अच्छे से देखो. If f of x is continuous in close A to B, such that it has a maximum value. It has a maximum value, say m, and minimum value, and a minimum value, say small m. Then first point 1, its range मतलब किसका range?
fx.
Yes, function's range. Its range will be defined. ये first है. Looks quite obvious, right? No? Second one, thus for any alpha belonging to small m to capital M, there exists a number beta belonging to A to B such that f of beta equal to alpha. Okay, maybe I'll draw. See, let us say there is some function. Okay, let us say this is a function y equal to f of x defined in this interval. Okay, such that it has a minimum value of small m and it has a maximum value of capital M. Okay, so what is the first point telling? First point is telling the range of this function will be matlab, see, any value of the function should always be within this interval because it is continuous. See, what is the importance? मान लीजिए the function were not continuous, then curve can be something like this. यहाँ भी कुछ हो सकता है बीच में point. You're understanding? For some point in between, you can define some arbitrary point over here. Na? Of course, we are telling that the maximum value is here. What exactly this is telling? This is telling that any value of f you take will be between this interval because it is continuous. It will be bounded between these two values. That is a simple understanding of the first statement. Okay, किसको doubt नहीं है ना? It's quite simple. Second is more important for doing the problems. Okay. See, second is telling for any alpha belonging to small m to capital M. Let us say you choose some number between small m to capital M, alpha. Corresponding to that alpha, there will exist a point beta, such that beta belongs to the interval A to B. A to B का बीच में ना, such that f of beta equal to alpha. Is everyone clear?
Sir, can you explain the first point again?
The first point is very simple. इसका minimum value small m है, maximum value capital M है. So उसका बीच में ही होगा ना any value of y.
सर ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है कि वो बीच में नहीं, ठीक है, मतलब ब्रेक हो सकता है बीच में.
हाँ, I also thought like that, but see, if it is breaking at some point and becoming there, then we say that this is the maximum value ना.
अच्छा, तब हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते कि m the capital M is the maximum
है ना, that is the problem. ठीक है.
अच्छा अच्छा.
Sir.
हाँ.
Sir, in the second point, you have written for any alpha belonging to m comma small m comma capital M. So will it be inclusive or exclusive? Like you have drawn circular brackets.
Yeah, see, it is true for both, but especially I'm talking in between case. And see, it will be true for both. But if you write inclusive here, it is not wrong. Okay. Why? Because the values corresponding to small and capital M, they're also between A and B. This is also some value between A and B after all. So it is not wrong. Okay.
Okay, sir.
प्रत्युष, ओके, किसी को डाउट है यहाँ? No doubt. Looks very simple. Okay. We'll do one question, then you'll understand the importance of this thing. Question. If, please note the question carefully. If f is continuous, if f is continuous for all x belongs to R and f of 11 is equal to 10 and for all x belongs to R, f of x is equal to, sorry, f of x into f of x is equal to 1. F of x into f of x is equal to 1. Then f of 9 is equal to dash. Option A 10 by 9. Option B 10. Option C 1 by 9. Option D 1 by 10. F is a continuous function for all x belongs to R and f of 11 is equal to 10. And for all x belongs to R, we can define f of x into f of x is equal to 1. Then the value of f of 9 is dash. Try this question. Did anyone get the answer? I have given a hint on screen.
Sir, could you turn back to the page where the question is?
Sir, I got the answer.
How much?
Sir, 1/9.
Okay. How?
Sir, f of 11 equals to 10.
Okay.
Sir, as far you did, I did the same, but fx is continuous, so f of x naught equals to 9. For some value,
Wait. I'm liking what you think. There exists x naught. You're telling there exists a x naught such that f of x naught equal to 9. This is what you said? Huh?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, it belongs to x naught is less than 10 and greater than 10 and less than 11.
How you're telling this?
Sir, as f x is continuous and f of x naught equals to 9, so I got the value in between them.
No. My question is, how are you telling that this is in between 10, 11? Do you want to add anything else in the statement? There exists x naught such that f of x naught equal to 9 bol rahe na ab.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your next step?
So I multiplied f x naught into f9 equals to 1, and I got
Your solution is not exactly complete. Okay. Your answer is correct, but there is something more you have to be very correct. Okay. But I'm very happy that you were able to do this much. Okay. See, I'm completing the solution. She thought very nice. Well. But the precise solution would be like this. See, from here you're getting f of 10 is equal to 1 by 10. This everyone understood? And in the question it is given f of 11 is equal to 10. Okay? Everyone is clear with these two things? Any doubt here?
Yes, sir.
See, now you have to say like this, Ria. You can say that there exists x naught. There exists a x naught belonging to 10 to 11. Okay, there exists a x naught belonging to 10 to 11 such that f of x naught is equal to 9. Why? Because 9 belongs to 1 by 10 to 10. Na? 9 is between these two values.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
There is 10 and there is 11. At 10, the value of the function is 1 by 10. And at 11, the value of the function is 10. Okay. So we are telling that there exists some x naught. There exists some x naught such that, and this is a continuous function, right? And there exists some x naught such that the value of the function is also becoming 9. This is what you're telling. Get it, na?
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to tell that x naught belongs to this interval. Okay, that is what I was looking for. This is the same theorem. This is from theorem 1 which we used. Okay, theorem 1 of continuity. You're clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if there exists a x naught such that f of x naught is equal to 9, then can we tell that f of x naught into f of x naught is equal to 1? Okay. But what is f of x naught? That is 9. And f of x naught is f of 9 is equal to 1, which implies f of 9 is equal to 1 by 9. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubts, Shreya, Vaishnavi, others, Avik, Mayank,
No, sir.
Oishi?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone else has any doubt? Others? Okay. You understand the theorem is understood, na? Very important. These things are very small but important. Should I move to the next theorem? I will, because we are short of time. Because in total there are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 theorems. Okay, we finish one. Let us quickly do the other. Okay. Theorem 2. Theorem 2. Theorem 2 is also known as IMVT. IMVT, or in other words, it means intermediate mean value theorem. Okay, IMVT, intermediate mean value theorem. Statement is as follows. Statement is telling let f of x be continuous. Let f of x be continuous in the interval a to b. Then there exists a number c. There exists a number c belonging to a to b such that f of c is equal to f of a plus f of b by 2. So now you know why it is called intermediate. Why is it called intermediate? Because C is a value intermediate to A and B. Mean value, what do you mean by mean? Average. दोनों का average. Okay. Let f of x be continuous in A to B, then there exists a number C belonging to the interval A to B such that f of C equal to f of A plus f of B by 2. See, I'm just going to write some important notes. Just write it under this theorem. First note is f should be, this I taught in the first class also, but still I'm repeating. F should be continuous at A and B also. Okay, that day I asked a question. I think Vaishnavi answered that day. Remember, I gave some intervals. When it is closed, then you should include this continuity at these points. Okay, f should be continuous at the points A and B also. Fine. Second point is important. Okay. See, nowhere it is told that there is only one value of C, but this theorem states that there is at least one C. That is what the theorem states. Or in other words, the second statement tells that you can write in this way: more than one C. More than one C. More than one C can exist. In other words, at least one C exists. At least one C exists. See, this is so important. So many exams directly aa jate hain. You'll find the option has only one root, has at least one root, has two roots. You get such options where if you are able to recognize that this theorem is being used, you can mark the option having at least. Okay. Be careful in the application though. We'll do some problem on it. Statement 3. Yeah. Someone has some issue. Sandwich theorem in limits not done. First of all, tell me who is this Lata Pita? Avingshu hai kya? See, if you don't tell your name, I won't answer. Third point is the exact value of C cannot always be found. The exact value of C cannot always be found. And I am telling honestly, in most cases, we cannot find. See, you can tell that there exists a C, but if someone asks you what is that C, we cannot say. But the theorem just helps us say that, but we can say that there exists such a C from A to B. Maybe I'll just draw the graph. You'll understand things better. Let us say you have some function like this. Okay. And let us say at this particular point, let us say this is the point A. And let us say this is the point B. Okay. Now corresponding to this will be f of A. And this will be f of B. This is f of B and this is f of A. See, what is the theorem telling? Theorem telling you take the mean value of both of these. मतलब इन दोनों चीज का average, this two things will have some average ना. Let us say the average of both of these is somewhere over here. Let us say this is f of A plus f of B by 2. See, if you understand the graph, you'll think that, sir, ये क्या theorem है? फालतू. It is so easy. If you understand the graph. So from the graph, what the theorem is telling, the theorem is just saying the average value of both these will correspond to some value of C lying on the x-axis. And that C will be in between A and B. That is all that the theorem is saying. Did you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone has any doubt?
Sir, can you please repeat the last sentence?
See, last sentence of what I spoke or last point?
Sir, last sentence that you spoke.
See, last sentence is, I'm telling, all this theorem is telling is if you have f of A, f of B, then you can find the average. Na? Let us say f of A is some 10 and f of B is 40. दोनों का average कितना? 25. This theorem is telling corresponding to 25, you'll have a x. In functions, you tell na every image has a pre-image. वैसे some f of C is equal to 25. This theorem is telling f of C is equal to 25 such that C belongs to A to B.
Okay, sir.
That is all I said. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
That is what the theorem is saying. Quite simple actually, calculus. If you see, everything is so clear. Okay. Anyone has any doubts? Okay. I'll give a question. Quite simple question. Still do it. I don't know. I think this is there in your board syllabus also. Maybe it is important for boards. ICSE. I'm not sure. So you can note this question down. Find the question. Okay? Find the C of IMVT for f of x equal to x square minus 4x if x belongs to okay, what is the answer?
So -2.
Question is find C, not f of C. Get it?
Yeah, sir.
You want to share your solution, Shreya?
Yes, sir. Directly using this formula, f of a 0, f of b is -4.
Next.
And so f of c is -4/2 equal to -2. And we can take that c square minus 4c equal to -2. Then by solving, we get c equals to 2.
I don't think you get. How do you get C is equal to 2? ये थोड़ा गड़बड़ है ना? What is it? C square minus 4C plus 4 होने से it will be 2 ना? But it's plus 2.
Oh,
Sir, C is 2 plus minus root 2.
Okay, who said this?
Oishi.
Wow, very
So
good.
2 minus root 2.
2 minus root 2.
Wait. I should do that. That is my duty. So Oishi, your answer is C equal to
2 plus minus root 2.
Abhi, nahi. Who's the other boy who answered?
Sir, me, Mayuk.
Tell Mayuk, what do you want to say?
Sir, the range x belongs to 0 to 2.
You understood, Oishi?
Yes, sir.
X belongs to 0 to 2, na? So 2 plus root 2 cannot be included. Hence answer is 2 minus root 2. Get it? Okay. You got it, Oishi? Any doubt, Oishi?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Others understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did someone say no? Flow में कोई no बोल दिया. If you have any doubt, ask. Okay. With little short of time, I am going to the last theorem. To end here. Last theorem, very, very important. Double star. I don't think I ever used double star using. And last theorem, everyone knows. Most of you must be knowing last theorem. Okay. Theorem 3. This is also known as theorem of continuity. There are some other theorems, but I am not discussing. I don't find them very relevant for us. Okay. Basically, everyone knows this theorem. It is nothing new. You have used it in quadratic equations. Statement is, if f of x is continuous in a to b, and if f of a into f of b is less than 0, then the theorem states then there exists a number C. There exists a number C belonging to A to B such that anyone wants to tell? Such that, are you able to see what I'm writing? Whatever I'm writing, is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is telling that if f of x is continuous from A to B and if f of A into f of B is less than 0, then there exists a number C in between A and B such that f of C is 0. Where did we use this before? Did we use this any time before? Used many times actually. Quadratic equations. Good. See, quadratic equations, you have so many questions like this. You check f of 0 and f of 2, you do f of 0 and f of 2 is equal to, is greater than 1 or lesser than this, therefore there exists a root in between. There exists two roots in between. We had many such questions in quadratic equations, isn't it? Anyway, I'll explain this true graph. Okay. So are you able to see what the theorem is saying? Very clear, na? It is telling in between A and B, there is a point C, such that the curve is cutting the x-axis. Wherever the curve is cutting x-axis, that is a root. Or in other words, here, f of C is 0. Isn't it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll end with one small question. Sin x minus d by dx of tan inverse x. Do you know what is d by dx of tan inverse x?
Yes, sir.
As in between 0 to pi by 2. As in between 0 to pi by 2. Option A, no root. Option B, exactly. What it is. What is the answer?
Sir, has in between का मतलब क्या आप उसका range को बोलना चाह रहे हैं क्या?
Yeah, the function has in between. The function f of x has the function f of x equal to sin x minus d by dx of tan inverse x has in between 0 to pi by 2. मतलब f, the value of y, x. Acha, I got your question. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ABC. What is the right answer? What is d by df x of tan inverse x? Anyone knows?
1 plus x square.
Yeah. So actually, if you know this only, then we can do the question. Okay. F of x is nothing but the function sin x minus 1 by 1 plus x. Now, f of 0, even though 0 is not part of the defined domain, we know we can put the value 0 here. It is not a problem. 0 minus 1 by 1 plus 0. कितना होगा? Minus 1. And what is f of pi by 2? 1 minus 1 by 1 plus pi square by 4. See, is this positive or negative? This quantity. Oishi, what do you think?
Positive.
Positive, no? Very good. Why? Because this is lesser than 1. This is greater than 1. So 1 by this will be lesser than 1. So 1 minus this fraction is always positive. Hence, f of pi by 2 is something positive. From here, what can you comment? This turned out to be something negative. In other words, f of 0 is less than 0 and f of pi by 2 is greater than 0. What can we conclude from here? Has at least one root. Between okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we are out of time for today. But all the important theorems I have covered. So, yeah, there is something called as a jump of decision, but those are all very trivial things we can discuss anytime. It will take 1-2 minutes. So then next class we can start differentiability. Okay. Okay. So does anyone have any doubts from here? Theorem 1, theorem 2, theorem 3.
No,
Sir, sir, can you please send the question bank on this topic?
Question bank on this topic. Okay. I'll see whatever I have. I'll give. Okay.
Sir.
हाँ.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
फिर वो लास्ट दिन आपने एक मतलब ये बोला था ना कि अगर if f is continuous, I'm sorry, if f is if f is discontinuous and if g is discontinuous, then f by g या फिर f into g ये भी discontinuous होगा.
I told not necessarily, and f by g, f into g is not necessarily discontinuous. I gave example ना, step x into 1 by 2 step x.
और उनका एडिशन या सब्सट्रैक्शन तो डिसकंटिन्यूअस होगा.
हाँ, वो तो डिसकंटिन्यूअस.
और सर वो आपका मतलब अगर दो कंटिन्यूअस होगा तो उनका एडिशन तो आई मीन तो उनका डिवीजन
Wait. उनका एडिशन see that also is not necessary ना. Let us say f of x equal to step x and g of x is
part plus
1 minus step x. Yeah. Or what example you give is also fine. ये दोनों ऐड करने से you get a continuous function ना. So
सर दोनों कंटिन्यूअस होगा तो उनका सब मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन में कंटिन्यूअस होगा.
See, important point is if one is continuous and other is discontinuous, then their sum and difference and their product and division all are discontinuous. But if f is discontinuous and g is also discontinuous, then there's some, we cannot comment directly, we cannot comment immediately. Okay, there is actually a mathematical proof for this if you're interested. We can prove this mathematically. This part is not proved mathematically, but above part you can prove mathematically. You can try it out yourself. Just use the definition of continuity, left hand limit, right hand limit.
Okay, sir.
You do it for sum. If you don't get it, I'll help you next class. Okay.
Okay.
This can be proved. And since this is not any theorem, this is not a theorem. This is just a comment I'm making to help you solve problems. So if you see two things are discontinuous, you cannot immediately comment that this combination will also be discontinuous. Yeah, that is what I have wrote and that is what I am seeing also. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyone else want to ask anything? Okay. So next class we'll do differentiability.
Sir, next class कब होगा? Thursday.
हाँ, Thursday evening. Acha, what this PNC जो question paper we'll discuss Thursday morning because that was part of the revision course. I will be discussing it naturally in the morning time of Thursday. If someone has any doubts from the question paper or wants to discuss, then you can see if you can be there on Thursday morning along with your seniors. And Thursday evening will be the normal continuation. Okay. Anyone else? Any other comments or anything? Sir, you have given a question that was hyperbola and ellipse cut orthogonally. Acha, that day I gave. So that will take, if you're interested sometime when you're there, I'll explain how to do that question. Yeah. Others might not feel it very relevant. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because that involves some geometry. Okay. Anyone has any more doubts? So keep your doubts from the question paper ready. If Thursday morning we can discuss. But I am happy that most of you did well in the exam compared to all the other exams. Just one thing I want to comment. See, in the exam I changed one question, that space place question. Did you guys observe? I changed the question detail. Instead of at least 2, I made the question at least 3. And I saw who all did it actually. Only 2 people did the question correctly. One was Avik and the other was Mayank. Remaining all you just mark the same. Class may answer 31 I am. For exam also you mark 31. But you should see now what is the exact question being asked. Okay, fine. Paragraph everyone did. Okay, if you have any doubts, then you keep them for Thursday morning. We'll discuss them. Okay. Anything else? Should I end the meeting here?
So what about my doubt? Orthogonal ellipse and hyperbola cuts orthogonally.
Acha, you can stay back right now if you want. Others can leave. Okay. You want to stay back right now?
So Sir, can you please send me the solution, and after that I may ask you the doubts.
Okay. It's fine. No, I don't think I'll write, and it will take time. Sometime when you're there, I'll explain. Right? Or I can give you a clue. You can use a external angle bisector theorem. You know external angle bisector theorem?
Yes, sir.
You try to use it in hyperbola, you'll get the answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Try to use it with respect to both the foci. Okay. Anyone else? Can we end the meeting here? Okay. So next time, those who want PNC question paper discussion Thursday morning. Those who want to continue calculus Thursday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.